So let's look at a very typical set of goals assigned for a brand new piano student in their first lesson. I have the first page of the theory book assigned as a once goal. I have the first 3 pieces of the lesson book assigned. I have a couple of universal goals assigned that I like to give all beginners on their first lesson, so they're reminded to do these things with every piece they practice. And I have a piece assigned from the recital book. I haven't started the beginner on the technique book yet, since that book starts out with white keys, while these pieces haven't gotten into white keys yet. The goals in a beginner's first lesson are almost always something exactly like this, or very similar to it, and it would be really nice to not have to type all these out from scratch next time I conduct a first lesson with a beginner using these books, which happen to be Alfred's Basic Piano Course Level 1A. That's where MetaPractice templates come in. If I tap on the Overflow Options button at the bottom of the screen, it brings up the menu I need with templates on it. I get a pop-up sheet here that gives me the load and save options, and of course I'm going to save this template. I'll give it a name, Alfred 1A First Lesson, and tap Save, and after that it returns me back to the lesson I was giving. Suppose a couple weeks later, I start another brand new student, and here I am with an empty goal book for that student. All I have to do is again tap on the overflow options, choose templates again, and this time choose load template. This brings up the list of templates. If I tap on the template labeled Alfred 1A First Lesson, I'm shown the contents of that template so I can make sure it's the one I'm looking for. After confirming it's the one I want, I tap on the overflow options for this template, then choose Add to Lesson. Next, it asks if I want to replace or append, and in this case it doesn't make any difference which one I choose, since the contents of the current lesson are empty. I'm going to go ahead and choose Replace. And there I now have all those same categories, subcategories, and goals that I saved in the template a few weeks ago. A few weeks later, when this same student is finally out of the black keys and into his C position music in the white keys, he's ready to start the technique book. This is where I might load a template for the technique book and use the append option this time. At the lesson template screen, I'll choose my Alfred 1A technique template, then add to lesson, and this time I'll choose append so that the technique template gets added to the end of the current lesson rather than replacing what is there. And here we have the technique book with the first 4 exercises assigned with standard goals to begin.